What's up, my guys? Welcome back. So this time we're going to continue the Warlock series by doing a T6 Pre-BiS guide. I'm going to use this character because this character is actually on a server progressing through T6 as we speak, so he will have more of the gear versus my other character. For anything I don't have, because a lot of the stuff I deleted after I got rid of it, so that's kind of why I'm going to have to use Atlas Suit for some of them, okay? Let's start with getting excited because you get to finally drop your Spell Strike, okay? Before this, you were rocking Spell Strike, which, by the way, Spell Strike is not a bad thing to use. It is a pretty good set still, but you finally get to replace it. So we'll get there in a minute, but that's a little bit exciting. So let's start with the Helm. The Helm, you have Spell Strike going into T6. It's not bad if you're using Spell Strike. Let me just try to prove that point. It is not bad to be using Spell Strike, okay? But your absolute Pre-BiS, it won't be Spell Strike. If you get lucky, you'll get T5 Helm out of this, okay? There's two Helms you can get. T5 Helm being extremely good, and the other one is Void Reaver, drops Cowl of the Grand Engineer. Now, both these pieces are kind of close. I to be honest, I couldn't tell you which one's honestly better. I don't have either of them. I actually wore Spell Strike into T6, okay? But this is extremely good. This is extremely good because of the meta socket that you get with this. Our meta socket is pretty fat for us. Ignore the helmet, but this is the meta socket that you would use. 12 spell critical plus 3% increased critical damage. It's nice. It's very, very, very good. That's why you kind of want to get this T5 helmet. The issue with T5 helmet, well, you actually wear T5 helmet and pants, not for the 2-piece bonus, just because they're upgrades compared to the Spell Strike. Close upgrades, by the way. Not game breaking or anything like that, but this meta socket is pretty nice, man. The issue with this is Warlocks are last prio for tier 5, so the hunters and the mages will be getting it before you, so that's why I don't have it. You know what I mean? You have all your mages needing 4 pieces, you have your hunters needing 4 pieces, so you really might not see this, and if you don't, it's fine because you have another one you could use, which is Cowl the Grand Engineer. Like I said, this is really good. It comes from Void Reaver, 16 hit, 35 crit, 53 spell power, 3 sockets with a 5 spell damage bonus from the socket. It's really good. So really, as long as you have one of these 2 helms, get it, okay? Next up, neck. The only neck you're going to want to use is the Sun King's Talisman off of Kael'thas. It's the neck that he gets, so he only drops 1 per kill. So until then, you're just going to be using the same neck you had out of Karazhan, this one right here, Ritzen's Lost Pendant. Until then, just use this one. But yeah, and then after you get that, drop that with this. You're good to go, okay? Next up, your shoulders are still going to be wearing T4 shoulders and gloves. The reason I say shoulders and gloves, over chest and shoulders with offset gloves like Anger Sparks is what you would be doing. Ideally, you would be either going T4 shoulders and chest with Anger Spark gloves, or T4 shoulders and gloves with Frozen Shadow Weave, which you're dropping. Like I said, for the future, I'll tell you in a little bit. But as in this situation, I'm using T4 shoulders and gloves. Obviously, my other character on the other server, as you guys have seen, I'm wearing T4 chest shoulders. So either way, shoulders is going to be took it with T4, okay? Your cloak before, or your Pre-BiS cloak is this if you need hit. If you need the hit, go to Prince, which you probably already have this, 15 hit, 27 spell power. This is what you use. If you don't need the hit, then you can run Kael'thas's cloak. 44 spell power, I like it. So it just, I mean, can you sack that hit? If you can sack the hit, some people can, some people can't. So it's really easy to get. Down to bracer, or down the chest, I'm sorry, the big chest. You Frozen Shadow Weave. You're going to keep using Frozen Shadow Weave into T6 unless you get blessed upon RNGesus and you get the Vestments of the Sea Witch, okay? 3 gems, 27 hit, 31 crit, 57 spell power. This is Mongo huge, okay? However, I've killed Lady Vaz personally, I don't know, 50, 60,000 million bajillion times 5 times, and this is only dropped 1 time, okay? So it's kind of hard to get, but use your Frozen Shadow Weave, man, until you can get this, okay? This is really good. As for bracers, you want to use Mindstorm wristbands. It comes off of Alar, slap 15 spell damage enchant on them. This is 23 crit and 36 spell power. They're really good. Keep using these. If you don't have these, still use Bracers of Havoc, okay? As for your gloves, obviously T4 gloves, you're running with your 2-piece for your 2-piece, or you're running with T4 shoulders for the 2-piece. Belt is the Belt of Blasting. It comes off, it's a pattern drop, both your belt and your boots. They're Belt of Blasting and Boots of Blasting, okay? Both of them, as I obviously don't have the boots, both of them are pattern drops from T5 that you have to craft. The patterns themselves are BOP. The pattern for Belt of Blasting is BOP, the belt is BOE. So that one of these drop, you know, you can have that tailor fork them out for everybody else, okay? Obviously, you need the stuff to be able to craft it, though. As for the boots, Boots of Blasting is the same thing. It's a BOP pattern, except the boots themselves are actually BOP as well. So really hard to get. That's why I don't have them. If you don't have them, just rock Frozen Shadowy boots still, okay? Your pants are going Spell Strike. You finally get to drop it for T5 Pantalones, okay? Now, like I said, T5 is rather hard to get, and obviously, as you can tell, these aren't a drastic upgrade. You know, it has a little bit more crit, a couple more hit, some more, 9 more spell power. You lose 2 sockets. It's debatable, man. It's really debatable. It's whatever one you want. I like the T5 pants better. Like I said, I just got these T5 pants not too long ago. They're harder to get because the hunters and the mages need them, okay? Down to your rings. For your rings, I honestly don't remember the name of this ring. So this ring right here you get from doing the attunement for Mount Hyjal. Back to right? When you get this one, it has less stats and also doesn't have this 2-piece. I can't find out the name of the ring before you upgrade it. It changes when you upgrade it, okay? But it's whatever that ring is before you upgrade it, all right? Other than that, you want to use Ashen's Gift. You can cycle this in. Keep your Band of Crimson Fury off of mags if you want. You can use Seal of Exorcist. Like I said, like in every video, just use your accessory slot for hit if you need to hit, okay? Both those rings, that's what you do. For your trinkets, now, this trinket is your big almighty trinket, okay? This is a huge trinket. It's a DMF trinket. You have to collect 8 or 9 cards, which are very expensive. By expensive, I mean this trinket was 20,000 gold on this server. So pretty expensive, okay? The cards are very expensive. They're the Blessings deck. They're cards to drop at a T5. They drop on the bosses, trash, everything. No, not on bosses, I'm sorry. They drop off the trash. It go T5 and onwards. T5 and T6, it drops from trash. Until Mount Hyjal opens up, then a lot of blessings come because you can farm trash for blessing cards. But until then, this is pretty expensive. What this trinket does, every time you land a harmful spell, you gain 8 spell damage for 10 seconds. It stacks up to 10 times, meaning you have 80 spell power. What you can do is off rip, rank 1 Hellfire. You see it stacking up? It stacks it up slowly up here, okay? 4, 5, 6, on. And then once you get to 10, this is what you do pre-pull. You Hellfire pre-pull like this. Say you have the pull timer coming up, okay? Pull timer's up. You pre-pull ahead of time like this, and then you just wait and balance eating some mage food. I don't have any to show you, but you see how the timer's ticking down? When you eat mage food so you can keep your health up, and right before it goes again, you just jump up and Hellfire. Okay? And so on and so forth. You get the picture. Really good trinket to get. The issue with this trinket is it's not in 2.0. So it's only on 2.1 plus. Another good trinket, obviously, you're going to run with Icon and the Silver Crescent. If you can't get this on your server, whether it's expensive as shit or it just doesn't show, then you would just run Quags with it. You can run Quags, or even better is you can run Sextant off of Fathom Lord in SSC, I'm sorry. Where is it at? Sextant, right here. This is a very good trinket. Improves your crit. There's no flat damage on it like you would see for this, but you'll be running it with this, with Icon. So there's no flat damage, but I mean flat spell power, but you get, look at that, equip. Your spell critical strike stances have a chance to increase your spell damage and healing by 190 every time you crit. There's a chance. You crit a lot, and I think the inner cooldown of it was 45 to 60 seconds. So as long as you're critting at least 1 time in a minute, which, let's be real, you're a warlock, you should be critting. God, hopefully you are critting. You know, sometimes you just get those bad strings, but as long as you crit, that'll proc. So it's a really good trinket. I've never been able to get it. Whoa, how have I not fallen off this yet? For sure dead. Anyway. Yeah, that's what you want to use for the trinkets, man. So the best in slot scenario for that would be, if you can, DMF Icon. If you can't DMF Icon, I would go Icon Sextant. And if you can't get Sextant, because this is Ellie Prio, so if you can't get Sextant, then you would run Icon and with Quags, okay? As for your wand, the only wand that even worth mentioning that's worth getting is out of SCC again. It is from High Astromancer Solarian, 11 hit, 14 crit, and 23 spell power. Love it. Get it if you can, okay? I obviously still don't have it. As for offhands, you have 2 choices to choose from. I like to use this, Orbit of Soul Eater. This is 15 stam, 49 shadow damage. Another really good one to use is Fathom Stone. This is 23 crit and 36 spell power. So if some people prefer to use this, I personally just haven't got it. I haven't tried to look for it, but I mean, 36 spell power. You have 13. You're losing 13 spell power to get 23 crit, which is worth it. So if you can get it, it's up to you. Completely subjective. I would probably say, gun to my head, Fathom Stone is better. But Orb Soul Reed is fine. As for weapons, I mean, back as you're still getting, if this is the one to get. We're not even gonna bring up the other one. This is the one you want. Fang of the Leviathan, 221 spell power, 21 crit rating. Okay. This is 203. You see 178, but if you're on a 2.0 server, it's 178. It gets buffed in 2.1. It goes to 203. So this is going to be 203 spell power. This is better technically. So you want to get it, man. Yeah, and that's pretty much all you guys got, man. Make sure you guys keep the gems up, keep enchanting all your stuff. You know, you're about to get some really cool gems out of T6 that can give you some haste. As you see, I have some gems over here with haste in it. You're gonna start getting those too soon. That's coming up in the next video as well. I'll talk about it, man. But that's it, my guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, man. Just a quick one. All right, guys, that's all I got for you this time. As always, thanks for watching. Please like, follow, and subscribe for more content, and it helps support the channel, man. I really appreciate it, guys. As always, follow me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/cricksgaming_. Peace.